Since you guys are besties, have you ever thought about each other in like a romantic way?
No.
Never?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Never.
What we had before.
Have you guys ever kissed before?
Yes, I did.
Why do you have him in the friend zone?
Because my friend, I have a boyfriend.
Oh, you have a boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
And your boyfriend knows you guys are best friends?
Yes.
You guys get along?
No.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. Tell?
It's very strong, hard relationships, let's say.
He seems like a good guy. I think he kind of likes you.
Yeah, he's a good guy, but he's my best friend.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Talk Podcast. Today, I want to talk about friend zones, right? This is something that women love to do. We know that there's this one guy, sometimes even more than one. There's this one guy who really likes us. And we know that for a fact because action speaks louder than words. He has shown that he wants to be in a relationship. He has shown that he wants to be the one taking care of you. He has shown that he wants to be the only one spending time with you. But there's something about this guy that we just think, he's not boyfriend material, right? He's just the nice guy. So instead of telling him, look, you know what? I think we shouldn't be entertaining this so-called friendship because you do understand that this guy wants to be more than your friend. Instead of cutting the whole interaction, we are going to put you in the friend zone. And what that means is playing along, pretending to keep giving that guy a bit of a sense of hope, right? This illusion of maybe it's going to work out in 3 months. Maybe if you do this and this for me, it's going to work out. Maybe if you prove more to me, how much you admire me, how much you like me, maybe then it's going to work out. Maybe if you take me here on a trip, there on a drink, buy me this, spend some time with me, hold my shopping bags, then it's going to work out. And I know some women would want to pretend that that is not true. We're really just friends. Cut the BS, right? We know exactly what we're doing. We are dragging this guy along because we love the attention and we love all the benefits that we can get out of that so-called friendship. Let's think about it. A man being friends with a woman, how beneficial is that, right? Okay, obviously, friendships are not just only about getting benefits from one another, but let's really try to look at it from that perspective. What does a man get from a woman being his best friend or friend in general, right? You cannot do the same things that you would want to do with your bros. You cannot talk to her in the same way that you would want or you could with your bros. You cannot experience the same things that you could or you would want to, like you were hanging out with your mates, your bros, right? You can't. So what is it that a man can get? You get the feminine the feminine energy, you get some smiles, you get some attention, but that's it. That's not really something that you can say, oh, I'm winning in this friendship. But on the other hand, as a woman being friends with a guy, you can get so much, right? You're always in a protected situation. Wherever you're going, you can be walking out late at night, you want to be bar hopping, you went to the club and your guy best friend is there. You know for a fact you're always going to be safe. There's no other man who's going to come across you and approach you in a bad way because they see that there's another man who's there standing close to you and protecting you. The other thing is, you don't have anyone else to go out with. You don't want to look stupid. You're going with your guy friend. You're going to look like a catch, right? You're going to come into that party having a man on your side. Another thing is, most guy friends are actually willing to take care of their female friends as if they were in a relationship. Yes, obviously we're not in a relationship, but a man in his nature, you're going out to get a drink, get a snack, most likely he's going to take over the cost. He's going to buy you your coffee at Starbucks. He's going to get you the snack that you wanted. And he's just going to give you this great feeling, this masculine energy that you've been seeking without having to go into a committed relationship. There's so much more to call out on this. The other thing that women get for sure is the attention. And we all know women love attention. And this is not necessarily a bad thing, but it can get a bit crazy, right? Because you're keeping someone close to you that wants more from you, but you're just keeping that person around so you can feed your needs, your attention. You have someone who's always going to look at you in a certain way, always going to give you props. Oh, you're so beautiful. And you always have someone who's going to help you hold your shopping bags, right? You have someone who's going to bring you into certain places or even invite you here and there into the men's spaces because he's going to be hanging out with his bros here and there. But since you guys are best friends, you can always come along, right? There is no necessity for a man to be best friends with a woman, and most likely they are only your friends because they really like you. They are trying to get with you, or at least, get into the business with you. But women know this, and we would use and take advantage from this situation. Now let's kind of, dig down on the video clip for a bit.
Since you guys are besties, have you ever thought about each other in like a romantic way?
No,
Stop the cap.
Never?
never.
What we had before.
Have you guys ever kissed before?
Yes, I did.
Why do you have him in the friend zone?
Because my friend, I have a boyfriend.
Oh, you have a boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
And your boyfriend knows you guys are best friends?
Yes.
You guys get along?
No.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. Tell?
It's very, very strong, hard relationships, let's say.
He seems like a good guy. I think he kind of likes you.
Yeah, he's a good guy, but he's my best friend.
It's an evil world we live in, but hey, I'm gonna keep living.
So I added the video one more time. You guys have heard it, you've seen it, and much more interesting is his reaction. The way he started laughing tells it all. When she was asked, have you ever thought about each other in a romantic way? And of course they have, right? That's why he kind of tried to laugh it off, knowing that, girl, you're lying. I'm sure they have sat down, he has expressed his feelings, maybe she did as well, but there's just something about him that is not enough for her because he's just a nice guy, right? He's good enough to give me the attention, to entertain my needs, but he's not good enough for him to become her boyfriend, right? So the other question is, have you guys ever kissed before? And he was so confident and saying, yes, of course. Because this is exactly what happens. It might start off in the first few weeks, first few months as a, very innocent friendship. But over time, men and women, I doubt it. There are very, very, very rare situations where men and women, especially in this age, really keep a friendship without any romantic or any feelings involved, any sexual, interest involved. It's very, very rare. I would even think it never happens, right? Because men and women, we are so different. We have different needs. And at some point, you are going to be attracted physically to the opposite sex. And most likely, men are not even going to be your friends if they don't find you attractive. If you look at the groups of men who have female friends, they are only friends with women that they actually find attractive. You would rarely see a boy being best friends with a girl who looks like, I don't know, let's just cut it there. But I hope you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say. So they have obviously kissed, which is something that friends normally wouldn't do, and I could also assume there has been more happening. Now the other thing is talking about she has a boyfriend and how does the best friend gets along with the boyfriend. They're not really in good terms, and that makes perfectly sense because why? He wants to get with her. He likes her more than friends. So there's always going to be a bit of a, head bombing when the boyfriend and the best friends are in a sharing time together, spending time with her together, or just interacting, because the boyfriend knows for a fact you're trying to get with my girl, and the best friend knows for a fact I want to get you out of the picture so I can get your girl. And men know this, and that's why most men are very protective of the situation, not letting or not wanting their girlfriends to have a male best friend, right? And to be honest, women, on the other hand, we don't want our boyfriends, our husbands to have any female friends, because we do understand the nature of women, and we do understand that that other girl is going to use you to feed her attention. She might even go so far to use her sexuality to impress you and keep you in that situation. She might even take advantage of it. So women understand exactly how we think, how we work, in the same way men understand exactly how they think and how they work, right? So there's definitely confusion going on in this three-angled construct of their friendship / relationship. And the other thing is that what women like to do is they have a male best friend. The moment something goes badly in their relationship, right? If you have a girlfriend, you're going to call your girlfriend up. That's a fact. But they would go to their male best friend, start giving him all the gist, and that is exactly the moment that your male best friend was looking for. He's waiting for you to have a slight issue in your relationship so he can be the one opening up his arms and say, come, I'm always here for you. And most women are going to fall for that. It's not always falling for that. They actually know what they're doing. They're going to go back to the best friend to get validation, to get comfort, to get someone talking into their ears and saying, oh no, it's not your fault, right? He's such a douchebag. He doesn't deserve you. And from there, anything can happen. From that moment on, anything can happen. And at some point, the longer you drag this, your best friend, he's in the process either losing interest in the emotional way, losing interest of you, but he's going to stick around because he's going to want to get into the business with you. And I don't know, I cannot judge people, but most likely if that happens, he got what he wanted, the friendship is over, because mostly women and men, we cannot be friends. We cannot live in this platonic friendship. It doesn't work. There's always someone catching feelings for the other one. There's always one person having more interest that is above friendship for the other person. There's always one person who is, sexually interested in the other person. That's just how it is. And for what I know and what I have heard women telling me, oh, I've had sexual relation with my so-called best friend, right? They're gonna keep him in the friend zone. Whenever they have the need to, get that attention, they're going to tap into sleeping with the best friend, but always keep him in the friend zone, because he's going to keep staying the nice guy, and you don't have to put yourself into commitment. You can still go around, date new guys, have fun, but always come back to comfort. I've heard that for a fact, and it happens a lot. The other thing that happens a lot is that if it's the other way around, the woman has this male best friend, right? She doesn't like him that much. She doesn't want him to be in a relationship, but she wants to keep the attention that she's getting that's quite close to being in a relationship, the protection, the guidance, the money that he's spending, the experiences that they're sharing. She wants to keep that. But the moment another girl steps into his life, a potential relationship steps into his life, she's going to be envious. Yeah, she's going to be very envious about that situation. She's going to dislike the situation. And I've also heard women saying, oh, we're actually just friends. But the moment he starts texting with another girl, another woman, they felt jealous. They felt jealous because deep in our mind, we know exactly, oh, this is a potential, a potential competition. Took me a while to find that word. A potential competition. And this new girl is going to take all his attention, and I'm going to be left with nothing. So even if we don't really want to be with him, right? We want to keep him in that state because we can take so much of him. And the moment another girl steps into his life and gives him the feeling of this might go somewhere, this might lead to a real commitment, to a real relationship, the best friend, the female best friend, is going to do everything to shut it down, because I'm sorry, but that's somehow in our nature. We would like to call it, oh, we're just friends. The moment it benefits us, we're just friends. The moment he makes a step forward, no, that friendship is now something else. Now you're competing against a potential relationship, while I thought you were just the best friend all the time. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye.